What's up, everyone? You are checking out the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. I am your host, the Hot Commodity and C, and
And
I'm
I'm
joined by
here
my
too.
my own hot commodity, sexy. Well, no, it's smoking Ampy, right?
Yeah.
Well, we'll change it around for your gimmick throughout the year, I guess. Today we're covering WWE Friday Night SmackDown from September 19th, 2025, live in Norfolk, Virginia. And we're on the road to WrestlePalooza. A lot's been happening in WWE the past couple of weeks. So let's jump right into SmackDown. And we open up the show with Brock Lesnar coming out. And before Brock can talk, R-Truth comes out and says, I'm going to be the first WWE wrestler to say, Brock, welcome back. With that being said, I used to be scared of you, but I ain't anymore. Brock goes on to say, I don't know who you are. You better have a good reason for interrupting me. Truth says, you disrespected my childhood hero, John Cena, for 25 years. Lesnar goes on to say, how old are you and what's your name? I'm looking for John Cena. Do you know where he is? Truth says no. And then Brock says, then why are you in my ring? Truth says, I'm here to defend John Cena. And then Brock just mocks R-Truth throughout this whole conversation here. Uh, Brock says, why are you here? Truth says, John Cena is built differently. He made kids cry. Super Cena is coming for you. He won't be running from the beast. He'll be feeding on him. And then Brock
Ooh.
hits R-Truth with an F5. And as he does that, he splits his pants. And Brock is wearing some blue undies, which, I guess he likes the color blue on
Or
a
maybe Sable
Friday.
likes blue.
Sable likes the color blue, definitely. I mean, why not? But pretty
Wow.
basic, pretty basic opening segment here. I didn't think that R-Truth would come out. I thought we were going to see John Cena, and I thought there would be more of it. But this is more of like a whole comedic segment here, especially with Brock ripping his pants. Of course, that would happen with R-Truth, so I can appreciate that. And even Brock thought it was funny. So it was cool to see Brock out of character a little bit, laughing that off. But Brock's on the hunt for John Cena, but R-Truth is saying that Cena is going to be feeding on Lesnar. What do you think?
I liked it. It was funny. We still don't really know why Brock is going after Cena, so I'm hoping we get some sort of explanation for that and why, he would make his return to fight Cena. Um, yeah, it's the last time, so that could be part of it. But I don't see that he did anything to antagonize him, but
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what Brock has to say to him face to face.
Well, there's
And
definitely history.
hopefully we'll see. Well, wait a minute. Brock did his last Cena did his last SmackDown already. So, I'm curious as to how are we gonna get it on Raw or, how are we gonna get them face to face?
The explanation. Well, there's history there. When Brock won the WWE title, his second go around, his first opponent to defend the title against was John Cena back in 2003 at Backlash. So there's history there. And
And who
when
won?
Brock. And then
Okay.
when after WrestleMania 28, Brock Lesnar debuted on Raw after being gone from he left in '04 and he came back in 2012. So for a numerous amount of years, came back, beat the shit out of John Cena, and then won the Extreme Rules match at that pay-per-view. So he's had a history. He took John Cena at SummerSlam 2014. He gave him like 14 German suplexes. So there is history there between the two. And I feel like WWE is looking at it like, well, we don't need to explain why they're fighting, but I do think they should have them face to face and have some kind of something from Cena because it's just him being attacked by Brock.
Yeah. And well, we have the match set for WrestlePalooza, and I think this
Mm.
is going to be Cena's first big loss because he really only lost the title. So that's the only loss
I
he's had since
wonder
he's been
what
back.
color underwear Brock is going to wear for WrestlePalooza. Maybe purple.
I don't know.
So we get a promo from Solo Sikoa backstage. He talks about having to sacrifice everything for what? He lost his bloodline and his U.S. championship. He claims that change is going to come sooner than later. It's time for others to live in my shadow. and my MFTs. So he's promoting himself. We're gonna get a rematch between Sami Zayn and Solo Sikoa down the line, but good promo here from Solo. He's trying to break out a bit from this
It was
whole
pretty good, but
shadow business.
I don't like how they just like Jacob Fatu just kind of disappeared. I feel like that was
Mhm.
a little better of a storyline because they're family and they were together and they had the breakup and Solo was, talking shit behind his back. And they just kind of dropped that and he just keeps doing the same thing, trying to get a group of Samoans together to run, and he wants to be the leader and he just keeps trying to be Roman Reigns basically.
What I wonder is where is Jacob Fatu? He hasn't been on SmackDown or Raw in the past couple of weeks since Clash in Paris. We haven't really seen him. So I wonder where he's at.
Well, maybe he'll have a match at WrestlePalooza, Solo will, and maybe Jacob will make his return or something. So, because
We'll
him
see.
and Sami Zayn just got like on the same page a couple weeks ago, and then it just kind of stopped. Him, the Usos, and Sammy were like, all together.
Yeah, I forgot about Jacob for a minute, but let's move on. United States Champion Sami Zayn defending against Rey Fenix. This is a really good match, and this was probably Rey's best match being on the main roster. Rey lands a tornado DDT, a flying double stomp, and a moonsault for a 2 count. Sammy lands a blue thunder bomb. Rey hits the goodbye amigo, but Sammy is able to get the win after a haluva kick, and Sammy retains the United States Championship. He's doing this U.S. Open Challenge, and I'm excited to see who his upcoming challengers will be. But this was a good match, and yeah, basic U.S. title match. What do you think?
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of feel like maybe Penta might be next where they did Rey Fenix, but I didn't think Sammy was going to lose the title already, but they fooled me a couple times. It got real close. Even the announcer said you could put a piece of paper between the ref's hand and the ring for the 3 count, but it was a really good match.
Yeah, it was good. A good opener. We hear from the WyattSicks, and Uncle Howdy just says, "Where do the profits go from here?" And then Eric Rowan says, "Straight profits. I hate to see you like this. People don't know what they have till it's gone." And then Howdy tells them to follow the buzzards. Interesting. It looks like they're trying to recruit the Street Profits, which I doubt is going to work. But really, nothing much with the WyattSicks this week. We get Women's United States Champion Giulia with Kiana James in a non-title match against B-Fab. But before the match starts, Giulia just attacks B-Fab. Kiana James hits her with her pocketbook. Giulia hits a Arrivederci. And then Michin runs out with her trusty kendo stick and attacks Kiana James. Giulia runs off. And this is probably going to lead to a tag match between the four. But Giulia, as the United States Women's Champion, has sucked. She was a great
Yeah.
Japan Women's Champion, great NXT Women's Champion, but this has been terrible booking for her. Shitty all around. And it's like they like I get the United States Women's Championship is for mid carders, but Michin fought Chelsea Green when she was United States Women's Championship. Just give Michin the fucking belt if you're gonna have her be the only one to compete for it.
I was just gonna say, I kind of feel like they're going to give her the title and maybe move Julia up to fighting for the women's title. I mean, and that's what it's meant for. It's meant for people like me, Chan. So, I kind of hope that happens for her.
Yeah. I just feel like Julia needs to do some kind of gimmick change. I don't know. This has just been
It's like
she's
Julia and Stephanie came in together, and Stephanie's going to be a women's champion very soon. So that's why I
mhm.
kind of feel like they're going to move her up and maybe give it to Michin finally.
I hope. We hear from Aleister Black. He's talking shit about Damian Priest. We then get women's champion Tiffany Stratton defending against Jade Cargill in a rematch from SummerSlam. Tiffany dives onto Jade on the floor to start the match. Jade slams Tiffany across the apron. Jade then lands a pump kick. Tiffany misses a flying moonsault on the floor, which then Jade spears Tiffany through the railing. The referee counts out both ladies, so the match is a double count out, no contest. Immediately after the bell sounds, Nia Jax appears and destroys Jade Cargill, tossing her into the ring steps. and hits a Samoan drop on the floor. And then Nia lands a headbutt to Tiffany. And it looks like we might get a triple threat match here between the three. But I want to see Nia Jax as women's champion again. Tiffany's done nothing since winning the title. Jade Cargill is a good challenger, but again, she really hasn't done anything either. Out of all the three, Nia Jax is, in my opinion, the most championship material. Tiffany did nothing with the title, and Jade Cargill hasn't had a championship except for the women's title in WWE. But what do you think?
Yeah, I agree. Tiffany's gotten a little stale, to be honest. And I don't know. I feel like they just need to give it to somebody totally different. I don't think Jade Cargill's ready for it. Definitely not. And
No.
yeah, we need a little switch up for sure.
A little switcheroo. Our main event, Drew McIntyre taking on Randy Orton. Early on, Drew back suplexes Randy Orton onto the announce desk. Orton lands a power slam and then backplexes Drew McIntyre across the desk, hits a draping DDT. Orton goes for an RKO. I'm sorry, for the punt kick, but the referee gets in his way, allowing Drew to land a Claymore. Drew McIntyre defeats Randy Orton. After the match, WWE Champion Cody Rhodes returns and attacks Drew, lands a Cody cutter of Drew, and then Cody says, Drew, the championship is back. I'm sorry, the champion is back. I'll see you, my friend, at WrestlePalooza. So we now know Cody Rhodes will defend the WWE Championship against Drew McIntyre. I think it's Saturday. Is it Saturday? WrestlePalooza, or is
Yeah,
it Sunday?
I think it's Saturday.
Okay, so this Saturday. What did you think about Cody Rhodes returning here? I mean, he really didn't do much to Drew. Drew got away quickly, but Cody's pissed. He wants to defend the title against Drew McIntyre. What do you think is going to happen here? Do you think Drew's going to win?
Um, I don't honestly, I would love for Drew to win. Drew should be the champion, I think. Cody is like doing a movie and stuff right now. He hasn't really been around, and Drew keeps, he keeps missing it by an inch. So, you know, it's time. It's time. I think it's time for Drew to have his time. And, it gets everybody loves Cody, but it gets stale. Like he's every main event all the time. Like,
Yeah.
let somebody else, let's see something new.
It's time for a change.
Enough
Isn't that
is
what he
enough,
says?
and
Owen
it's
Hart.
time for a
There
change.
you go. There
Owen
you go.
Hart.
I agree. I mean, I don't think Drew is going to win this match, but I don't know. I just feel like something
Probably
needs to
not. I
change,
think
like you said.
somebody's going to cost him the match or something. So,
Yeah,
maybe
but I
Randy
would like to
Orton.
see
I
Drew.
don't know.
Drew is a great champion, and I would like to see him with the title again. But we've covered all of SmackDown. Before we say goodbye, what was your favorite moment of the night?
Um, thought the opening was really good with Brock and R-Truth, and the there were some good matches. Both the uh Drew and Randy was really good, and so was the Sami Zayn match. But I'll go with the main event. It was pretty good.
Yeah, it was good to see a lot of people there on SmackDown. We saw Brock Lesnar. We got to see Cody Rhodes come back. I think Brock Lesnar splitting his pants was the best moment for me because it was unexpected, and Brock looked kind of hot with those blue underwear on. I'm still
It was
thinking about it.
funny, and he was like shaking his ass and like showing up the camera. So it was definitely a good moment.
Brock is going to twerk his way to WrestlePalooza. It's going to be interesting. But
Yeah.
with that, we've covered all of the Friday Night SmackDown. Make sure you check out our other episodes of SmackDown in the archives. We cover from 2020 and onwards. We have Attitude Year Season 4. Check that out. We're on the road to Royal Rumble 2001. We've got NXT coming your way, Raw coming your way, WrestlePalooza is this weekend. I'm excited for that. So make sure you subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell on YouTube. And until next time, stay safe and
And
stay
stay
uncensored.
uncensored.